Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rusty Wrench Restorations. I know it's been a little while since I've done a video. Been on vacation, went out to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and had an awesome time with family, staying in a cabin. I've returned, and the next day, already working on the next project. So, as you can see behind me, I've got Sweaty Betty on the trailer. Nothing's happening with Sweaty. She's not going anywhere. I just had her sitting on my trailer as storage to give me some more room at the house for working on the crawler. But as you know, the crawler project's coming to an end. I still have a lot to do with the undercarriage. It's not going to be done tomorrow or anything like that. But I've always got to be looking at what the next project's going to be. So basically, I'm going to go home and unload this, and then we're going to go get the new project for the channel. I've been wanting to do an old Ford V8 conversion for a long time. So basically taking an old Ford tractor, a 9N, 2N, 8N, NNA, or NAA, Jubilee, Golden Jubilee, you name it, they're all the same for the most part. I know Ford people hate me when I say that, but they make conversion kits to put a V8 engine from a car or truck onto the tractor. So I don't want it to go fast. They don't typically go fast just because of the gearing anyway. You can get a Sherman transmission, which I think they'll go like 30 or 35. I have no reason or desire to go fast on a tractor. I do, however, want to make a completely custom either rat rod or really, make it really nice with like some deep jet black paint and lots of chrome. I want a loopy cam, some chrome long tube headers sticking out. I just want it to be all bark and no bite, basically. I want it to sound good, like a nitro funny car, but be a cool looking tractor. So anyway, that's the next project. So I'm gonna go home, unload Betty, and then we'll head out and pick up this new one. This one, I believe it's a TO20 Ferguson. So Ferguson and Ford are very, very similar. Quick history lesson, Ferguson made the 3-point hitches for the old Ford tractors back in the day. They were the ones who innovated the 3-point hitch. It was called the Ferguson system. So they provided the hitches for Ford's tractors, and from what I understand, Ford provided some of the tractor stuff for Ferguson to make the Ferguson tractors. So they go hand in hand. It's not like I'm putting a Ford engine in a Chevy tractor or something, not that they ever made one, but it'll still tie together, and the price was right. So anyway, enough for me yapping. As always, let's go pick this thing up. Alrighty, well, Sweaty's unloaded, and we got the trailer ready to go pick up the new Ferguson tractor. Got about a 15-minute drive. It's not too far. Alright, well, here we are. I know absolutely nothing about this thing. It's from the 50s, I'm assuming. That's typically when these were built. It could be early 60s, but I'm gonna go with mid to late 50s. I do believe it's a Ferguson TO20, like I said. As you can see, the engine's missing, but it does turn the input shaft to the transmission, so that's a good sign. It basically has everything I need and nothing I don't. So, the basic tractor is what I need to do this V8 conversion. I don't need the inline 4-cylinder that this originally came with. So no problem that that's not there, and has pretty much everything else. So yeah, the original engine bolted up to the bell housing here, and then the front end went onto this this pivot point here for the front axle. So right now, really the only thing holding the front end of this tractor together is these sway arms here. I'm sure there's probably a proper name for that, but anyway, front tires are junk. Front rims are kind of rotted out, so they're junk. They're gonna get replaced. This rear tire seems to hold. I don't think there's any fluid in it, and it doesn't look too bad. There is quite a bit of rust around here, so who knows? I don't know what's gonna end up happening with this. I might have to try to find some rims or not. I don't know. We'll just wait till we dive in and see how bad it is. This tire doesn't seem to want to hold air, and this one is obviously trashed. So yeah, that rim's rotted out. So, you know, I'm not buying this as a turnkey ready to go by any means, and the price reflects it. I was able to get this for $100. You know, $100 doesn't seem like a lot, but you know, once I start investing, trying to find an engine, I have to build a adapter plate, obviously, for the engine to mount up to the bell housing. You know, if I have to replace rims, obviously there's a lot of other things missing. Who knows about brakes or even the condition of the internals of the transmissions. These ones are pretty easy to work on. You can take this rock shaft top off, all these access covers, you can reach pretty much everything. Internals, not too much different than a Ford. I have no idea where a VIN plate would be on this thing. I'll have to look that up and try to see. Maybe we can figure out what year it is. But anyway, it's $100. Worst comes to worst. If it's not going to work out, it doesn't work out. But I don't know. I think it'd make a good start to a rat rod V8 project. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Not really sure what I'm getting myself into here with this. You know, there are a couple different companies that made the conversion kits to put the V8 engine in. One of them was Henry V8s, I believe it was called. And I'm about to get stung. I got stung like twice 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, I think that guy passed away, so I don't think he is making the kits anymore, if that makes proper sense. But there was another company, I think it was called Funko, if I remember properly. I looked into it a few years ago. I had emailed the company, and they were pretty slow, for lack of a better term, in getting back to me about a kit. I want to say it was like $1,000 for the kit, and really I think all you're getting is that adapter plate. Maybe there's some like linkages and stuff or gas pedals. I don't know. Honestly, I'd rather just do it myself, you know. I think I'm more than capable of building an adapter plate for a bell housing to an engine. You know, throttle levers for foot pedal, gas pedals, choke, electrical things for starting. I mean, it's really not that difficult, you know. But with that being said, it can get really expensive really fast. That's why I'm trying to do this as economically as possible. You know, the tractor for $100 seems cheap, but it's just that much more into an investment in something that may not even pan out, you know. Now I have to try to find an engine. Am I going to find an engine that's just a bare engine that's running? Probably not. So now I'm going to have to find a car or a truck or something that has an engine that I'm able to pull. I may need to rebuild that, you know. So there's a lot of trial and error in this whole thing. I'm not even sure if this is going to end up panning out. Like I said, my goal is to get this done in the next year. It gives me, I got about 14 months to have this done for that next show that I'd like to put it in. So we'll just kind of see what happens, you know. But anyway, I'm going to try to see if I can get this loaded up. The seller is not here right now. They're doing some other errands. I got my trusty come-alongs. I'm going to try to see if I can pull this thing up with my come-alongs, and then if not, they should be here shortly, and he's got a tractor, we can push it on. But I just wanted to take the time to go ahead and do the video and kind of talk about this thing a little bit. So we'll see. Hopefully in 12 to 14 months we'll see this thing in some nice jet black clear coat with a chromed out V8 cam thumper and maybe some drag slicks on the back. I don't know. Maybe you'll never see this tractor again. We'll see. But anyway, that's the plan. So let's see if I can break a sweat getting this thing loaded up. Holy shit, man. Well, that 2.5 minutes of hyperspeed film comes out to 37 minutes, I think, real time. Ooh, I'm wore out, man. It's hot. I'm gonna take a break here, grab me a Gatorade, finish tying this thing down, and get the hell out of here. Woo-wee. Oh man, that thing whooped me, boy. I'll tell you what. I think I got all the transmission fluid, managed to drain out the bell housing also. But it got so hot that even my camera shut down from the heat. But anyway, she's loaded. I don't know what that means, but hopefully we'll get her fixed up. Anyway, I'm done for the day. Until the next time, peace.